Yeah.
Hello, everybody. Welcome. Rosie and Corina, psych investigators.
Hello, everybody.
Hi, guys. So I'm here with Corina. And Corina, before we'll do the protection. I'll do the protection a little bit just
Yes. Yes.
before we start the topic. So Corina's going to share some of what she has picked up, how she's been feeling in the last few days. But let's do the protection first. So I'd like to ask for
Yeah.
protection. A beautiful ray of light coming on top of my head as I breathe in. I fill my lungs as I breathe out. I create a circle. I create a circle. I step into it. I step into it. I feel protected. I feel connected. I'd like to ask that information come only from the highest sources, that I create the good and only the good. And so does. Okay. So, Corina, go ahead because we're talking a lot about this just now. So, feel,
Mhm.
free to take over and share your experience.
Okay. And I've talked about this as well in
Mhm.
the last couple of days. I did a video yesterday on mine too, because this anger that I'm feeling is so strong
Mhm.
and it's almost unbearable. And it's obviously stemming from the whole Ghislaine situation. It's stemming from this whole Russia Alaska situation. And it's it's I, I'm sorry. It fires me up, and I can't not get fired up because I feel this so intensely. I can feel people's anger. It is just building and building.
Mm.
But what came to me yesterday, especially through spirit too, is to take this anger and turn it into power, because what I'm seeing is these are the tipping points that America is ready to fight over.
Mm.
And, I don't always like to use the word fight because it makes us feel like we're constantly in a fight. But right now, we kind of are. There is no question. We have to fight for this light to come through, this truth to come through. But the anger out there is so great over
Mhm.
both situations, so massive, so strong, that it is finally turning the dial. And it showed it to me yesterday as a pressure cooker that we have to release, because it's coming to that point. And whatever it takes, turn this anger into action. We cannot sit in it, because then they've won.
Mhm.
So turn this into action, whether it's protesting, whether it's contacting the TV stations. It came in yesterday that what we need to advocate for is the victims of violence, the victims of abuse. Because why are they're so worried about covering this whole situation up? If we could just prop up these victims and have a safe space for their voices to be heard, it would crumble this a lot faster. So if you're going to be angry, turn it into power and fight for the rights of the victims. Be the
Mhm.
advocates that we need. Use your spiritual power. Try not to go into this anger, because it is going to be massive. It
Mhm.
is massive. You can probably, most people that can feel it. They can feel it.
Mm. Okay. Okay. Wow. Yeah. No. 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 It's very interesting, Greta, because as we were talking earlier too, like as awful as the situation is, I feels like the right path in the sense that it's all coming to a head.
Mm-hmm.
He has to act out like this in public and
Yes.
really do his best to try to give away parts of the whatever, even that. Can you imagine natural resources even to that country? And that's to the point
Yes.
where that's finally going to happen. And I was it's interesting. I was talking to somebody earlier today, and I was saying that I actually watched this Martha Stewart documentary on Netflix. And what's interesting is that James Comey, remember him? Like he was the one who prosecuted her so she lied to the FBI.
Yeah.
Honestly, in retrospect, this is what's crazy to me. I'm like, okay, so these people, like this, and this was in the early, like the year 2000, it's like really a long time ago.
Right.
You
Right.
know? So she spent 5 months in prison. She did her time and everything. And all this time, James Comey, who has been, they couldn't, nothing ever happened to Trump and those type of people, nothing.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, because she said it was like she spoke about somebody and not, and but apparently she had spoken, and she had said that she hadn't, and it was like, look at what the egregious behavior and crimes that Trump has committed, and not just him, like a lot of those
Men, right,
they
right.
get away with this, like, and I mean, honestly, I consider like they instead of putting their energy into looking for something real, like the crimes that this guy is committing, all the abuse that these girls have endured. No, they're like, oh,
No.
Martha Stewart. Oh, Martha Stewart. She said some people she this and that. Like, it's just you realize like this is she did time, and none of these people have. Are you kidding me? Like that's
Yeah.
ridiculous. It's
No,
ridiculous.
exactly. And they accused she went to jail over insider trading, I believe.
Mm-hmm.
And that to me is the biggest plot of
No, but
BS I've
actually,
ever heard.
the thing is she was convicted for is lying to the FBI. It wasn't technically even insider trading, is because they got her on this like technicality that she had said something that she didn't mean, or something like that. So it wasn't even on the thing itself, the trading itself. Does it make sense?
Yeah,
It
it
was
does.
just like it was like so honestly minor relative to look at
What
what
they're
the
all
guy's
doing.
doing. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean,
So
look at Marjorie Taylor Greene. That
mhm,
woman's profited off real
mhm,
insider trading,
mhm,
and we let her get away with
mhm.
it.
Yeah.
It's
So
bullshit.
yeah, so it's just like, wow, really? Like it's the reality of America has to be, it has to be out there for everybody to see.
Yeah.
And I don't, but then I feel like things are gonna come to a head. And I know I read, the comments to be like, oh, but the military, but I think there is a line. I know because really, and the reality is like, are we gonna become a colony of Russia? Because that's what Putin wants, right? I
Right.
don't see us becoming a colony of Russia. I mean, there's a whole lot of Russians already here, a lot of them.
Exactly.
So, but I think I was telling this person, I think we still have time. Not time is not the right word. We're still in a position that we can kind of exit away from what's happening right now. It doesn't have to
Yeah.
be forever. I think we're still not 100%. There's still an escape out. Do you pick it up, Corina?
Yes. Yes.
Right?
Yes,
Yeah.
I do. I do. And you know, obviously Putin wants resources. He wants to me, it shows it to me as resources
Mm-hmm.
and a back door into America.
Mm-hmm.
It's basically the back door into the White House
Mm-hmm.
for in Putin's mind. And it's a show of who's boss. He's
Mm-hmm.
trying to tell the world who's boss.
Mm-hmm.
So it's all those things.
Mm-hmm.
But because of that, it is exposure for Trump as
Mm-hmm.
well.
Mm-hmm.
It's more exposure of what and who he really is. He is a Russian asset. I'm
Mm-hmm.
sorry, he has been.
Mm-hmm.
Go
Mm-hmm.
back and look at that stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So it is. It's just, are we going to stand in this country for Russia coming in the back door? No,
Mm-hmm.
we can't. So to me, this is also like we both see the tipping point, the breaking point. Time for Americans to stand up. We really haven't ever had to do that in this way. So this is just as new for all of us that are navigating this time. But we're getting to a point. That's the thing. That is the thing. That is why I'm feeling this anger so intensely because it is inside of us. It's so deep rooted and it's such a spiritual thing that we can't suppress it. We
Mm-hmm.
can't hide it. We
Mm-hmm.
can't shove it down in our beings anymore. It is screaming out of us.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So that's where we're at in humanity. That's why I can feel this anger so strong that is taking over because it's power. We have to turn it into power, but that's what it is.
Oh, wow. Yeah. Okay. Wow. Okay. So very interesting, Bernard. So okay. So let's go to to the next. a step here of the
Yeah.
subject. Okay.
Yes.
Great. Mhm. Okay, so here is a meeting. It's still happening as of it's 6 p.m. Eastern time. A 2 hour mark meeting, bilateral, and it's like as we know, as we talked about, there's a
Yeah.
no mention of Ukraine, and it's weird. Like the face of Putin is like the cat who got the cream or something. Hey, hey,
Yeah.
hey, hey. Like look at me, hi, wink, wink.
Yeah. And
So
he's making sure he's looking at the camera
that's
where
right,
Trump's looking
exactly,
at him.
exactly. And you see the dominant handshake comes from Putin because he's
Yeah.
putting his hand on top of Trump's. So we can ask, I guess, what is going on, and because by the way, guys, Corina and I really had grossed out like by this whole thing, of course, right? Like
Yes.
disgusting, and it's like I do not want to. It's because I'm doing a video with you guys, and somebody left a comment about it, like how there was all these military honors, like how nobody from the Joint Chiefs of Staff is there. It was just it's just Trump doing this on his own, and we know that he's doing it, and it's treason, no matter how you put it. So we're getting
Yeah.
close. So let's see. I know I'm curious also, Karina. Do you see? I see it's going to be recorded by our own intelligence services, even if Trump doesn't want it.
Mm-hmm.
Do you pick up on it being recorded? Let's see what's happening. Yeah, I see there is yeah, I think so. Um,
Yeah. I get a yes.
mhm. And it's saying other different intelligence services, different countries, saying NATO also.
Yeah. I can see
Um,
satellites picking it
that's
up.
it.
They're showing satellites picking it up.
And I see that, wow, and then I see Ruth making it like it's over for him. Like it's we have enough evidence kind of feeling. And then what? And then no, it's saying that's right. I see that it's got, but it shows me this. Remember Helsinki when Trump came out like this? The same
Yeah.
thing is gonna be so bad, like the impression. And
Yes.
say so it's really as I see that he goes down on the tarmac, but it's saying it's a symbolic, right? Then he goes down to his grave. Like not that he's gonna die from it, but that it's the end of his presidency. He's dug his own grave in that sense. And
Mm-hmm.
because it's too humiliating. And it's saying a lot of conservatives or whatever were okay with this when it was a fake, it was like pretending like there's nothing there. But now that it's so obvious, they can't. It's like, oh, no, no, not me, not me, no, 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 no.
Right.
That's right.
Right.
I
Right.
see that is that's so.
And with the other anger going on in the country,
Mhm,
it's just not, you can't look away anymore.
that's right. And the fact that so it's saying no, it was not about because again, saying Russia is never gonna. This is how they are. They don't change. They don't. They're not. They're basically trolling, right? Like they're not gonna do anything about Ukraine. That they're gonna continue to kill people. They're gonna continue to do whatever. And I see that then I see again the same of Putin showing Trump that he has info on him and how terrible it would be that, that people saw this Melania's photos and you and the child and whatever, all the stuff they have on him. And
Yeah.
and I see that, it's saying that it's going to come out actually in some newspaper, even hours like eventually what they talked about. And so that's why. So, Spirit, anything
Wow.
else to tell us? Do you have anything else to tell us about this? Okay, so, what is it? It's like we can't. There, it's like it's too good, but it's like they don't want to tell us.
Yeah.
Be quiet,
Exactly.
but it's there's a lot in place already,
Yeah.
and it's saying interesting. I see. Then there's this airplanes, Air Force airplanes escorting Trump somewhere. I guess I don't know. We'll see, but I'm not. I'm. This makes sense. I don't like I said. We have both already looked at it. It
Yeah.
just feels like it's the end. It's imminent. It's towards. And I see like after there's a ramp still going down and it never goes back up. He actually
Mm-mm.
so
You,
so
you, you can't recover from this one.
that's right, that's right. So and what about Putin? Let's see actually about Putin. Okay, so now he sees that he comes back. Hey guys, just see, we got the guy who owned him. But then he, as soon as he lands there, then he looks at something and it's like collapses. So I feel like So the so-called deep state did something. That's what I feel like, because his reaction when he gets back to Russia and like sees something on the news, like it didn't. He pushed Trump to do something, but then it ends up that Trump will not be able to accomplish whatever it is that he asked.
Right.
That's my sense.
Yeah, he's not going to get away with any of it. He's
No,
not.
no.
No. Mm-mm.
Yeah, and I see again rooted being like, I have the info, bro. I have it all. So don't even try. Like on the down low. So
They have everything they need. It's just a matter of acting it out.
mhm.
Come on. Come on.
Mhm.
Because they have everything they need. Yeah. And the propaganda that's going to come out of this is going to be incredible. It's going to
Mhm.
be a lot of propaganda that comes out of it.
Wow.
So just be, aware that everything you're hearing is propaganda.
Mm-mm. Mm. Wow. Yeah, yeah, yeah. So very interesting, Corina.
Yeah. But
Okay.
you know what? It just showed me them standing there in quicksand. So if anything that they try, it's not going to happen. It's just not going to work, which is good. We're at the point of Trump just being exposed for who he really is.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Wow. Okay. Very good. So, okay. So tell us. It's funny. I see that because I guess I talked about Melania and she's like saying goodbye, like she's like because they have the info on her too. It's saying that's right.
Oh,
There.
yeah, of course.
Of
They
course.
have it on. Yeah.
So okay. So now I see. Yeah, I see actually. So South Carolina Graham. He's upset about that he sold himself too because of the. It's like it didn't have to be like that, right? It's just so they want to hold on to power and they have no courage, and it's saying it's coming out. So, and
Yeah.
and see John McCain being like, he knew, he chose, he could have done something else. Um, and then I see actually John McCain pull into the Scooby Doo hood thing, like this is a moment where pull the hood and reveals who they really are. So it's saying it's painful, but it's necessary. It's saying it's very necessary that this happens because there's no denial after this. It's saying.
Well, exactly. It couldn't be two more perfect players
Mm-hmm.
acting this out. That's what we
Right.
have. That's what has to be seen. And there's no irony that it's the perfect timing of him letting a hardcore criminal out when he's the one shutting down streets to control the criminals.
That's right. That's right.
You're the criminal letting the
Mm-hmm.
criminals out, and yet you're
Mm-hmm.
telling all of us. So
Mm-hmm.
it's very obvious at this point what he's doing.
Mm-hmm.
And that alone is creating breakthrough. People are finally seeing it. So it is coming. It is. It's making a difference.
Wow. Okay. All right. It's all right. So that's kind of about it, right, Karina, for today for this. What do you think?
Yeah.
Yeah?
I don't think I want to look any further at
Oh
that.
no. I just think well and Karina, right, you have been picking up a lot on the energy, the exhaustedness and everything. I don't know if that's
Yes.
the word, but exhaustion, sorry.
Yes.
So
Exhaustion is it's prevalent for everyone right now. It
mhm,
really is. It's prevalent for everyone. So do
mhm,
what you can, get lots of rest.
mhm, mhm.
It,
Wow, okay.
lots to do with the energy.
Okay, all right. So thank you for watching, guys, and we'll see you very soon. Okay? Thanks for
Okay.
watching. Well, thanks for watching, Corina.
Yes. Thank you. Bye bye.
Okay, bye bye.